She-Bag got me.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. 67 yards on the punt return. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. This is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run again.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his... Tenth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down. The football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Here we go. Set.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Up the middle they go. Hobbs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Texans. On third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get...
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank